Hey friends, Tux here. For this particular video, I'm reviewing Google Glass. This is something I've been wanting for a long time, and actually I just got as a Christmas present this Christmas in 2017. And if you do want to see my Christmas haul video, that's over on the Tux Toys channel. You can check it out. But for this video, I wanted to kind of talk about Google Glass and my experience with it so far, having it for about 24 hours. And I have opened it, but I'm going to show you what came with my particular setup. It actually had a lot of accessories and things, so let me go ahead and show this to you. Now, this is available on eBay, among other places, and you can get this new or used, and it's going to cost you a pretty little penny either way. And I would recommend buying it like new on eBay, because it will save you a couple $100. The whole setup usually costs somewhere around $500 to $700, depending upon the accessories and everything else. Let me show you what I got here. Now, in this particular one here, we have a little carrying case, and this does have a hard bottom here, so you can actually protect it from getting bent or dinged up. But this part here is soft. It has kind of a nice, I mean, it feels suede, but it's not suede. I'm sure it's not suede. What is this? Designed by Google fabric from Japan. It doesn't really say what the fabric is. It feels somewhere between like wool and suede. It has a very interesting feeling to it. It does have a little string here. You can kind of cinch up the top to keep your Google Glass safe, okay? But the main important part is the actual lens stays in this bottom part here. And you can see it is branded to Glass. You'll see right in there, but it is branded to keep it nice and secure. And it's like nice plastic bottom, okay? There's a plastic insert here to keep it from getting squished in your back pocket, because you don't want to break a $600 Google Glass, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so it has a cool bag, love it, interesting fabric. Now this one did come with some accessories. There's two different sets of sunglasses here. Now you can actually wear it without any kind of like glass in the Google glasses, but it kind of feels more natural if there is one. So it comes with these like little sleeves, and you just kind of pop on the actual frame of the lens, and these are totally optional. Don't mind the fingerprints. I do need to clean this off. I kind of smudged it, but there's a clear one here you can see, which is cool. And then there's another one, which I'll show you, which is kind of like a normal sunglass one, this black one here. And this feels very natural if you're outside doing some kind of outside activities that would warrant wearing sunglasses. There's a black pair, and again, sorry for the fingerprints. I've been playing with this quite a bit. They do smudge up, I guess, is a tip I should mention. You can kind of clean them with this cloth itself. And this is the same kind of woolly, kind of suede material that the bag is made out of as well. So anyway, it's pretty cool. It feels very quality. I mean, the boxes these come in, the way they're packaged, feels very kind of like Apple-ish in a way. Very cool branded boxes. You know, so they slide out, they say Glass on them. Kind of fancy. I'd recommend that Google keep this cool aesthetic for the price point. There's a SR code, or a QR code rather, if you need one. But anyway, pretty cool stuff. Now, what you're buying Google Glass for is not for the accessories. Obviously, it's for the main unit. So let's take a look at that. We'll put these to the side here, and this is the actual Google Glass. This is how it comes in a big box like this. This feels kind of like it's very heavy. It almost feels like a box of chocolates or something. Very square, very sharp corners to it. Does have XC on the side, Explorer Edition glass. And we'll go ahead and pull this up, much like a box of chocolates. And you pull this over, and there's some instructions here on the inside. Let's get started. Talks about how to use a little side swipe. Talks about the positioning of the eye and some basic information. So interesting. Again, a really high quality box. You guys know I'm into retail packaging, and this doesn't disappoint. It's really, it feels like a $700 item. You know, it's nice. Okay. This part here, I'm not sure if this comes in all of them or not. This is actually something I'm not real familiar with. This is actually like a little earbud that you can actually wear. It does have a speaker built into Google Glass, but if you really want that thing like in your ear, it gives you an option. So kind of cool. I think I would opt actually to not have that in my ear, just to make it more hands-free. But anyway, it's cool they actually have that option for you. Okay, here's the Google Glass itself. And actually, I'm going to come back to this in 1 second. Let me show you what else is in the box first. So in here, it kind of sits down in this little cradle. This lifts up, and on the inside, I pulled out the stuff essentially, but there is a power cord, like a charging cord, which is your standard USB, like this smaller micro USB cord. And there's a cord and like a little plug. And this right here is some extra little nose thingies, so you can actually do different sizes in case you lose them or they get bent or damaged or whatever. And these were never used, obviously. So it's kind of cool. Comes with all this stuff. Real nice. It has kind of a smooth, almost like a kind of rubbery coating to this box on the inside. Nice hard box. Again, super good quality. Amazing craftsmanship in the box itself. But again, you're not here to see the box, I'm sure. So anyway, we'll put this down and take a look here at the Google Glass. Now this is the actual unit itself, okay? So mine is kind of the brownish color to it, which is very cool. It has a few parts to it. This is bendable, so you can bend this to fit your nose, which is good. On the side here, there's a few different buttons. There's a button here, Google Glass. There is a button up here for taking photos, and there is the swipe, which is what you do the most time. You can see I already got some fingerprint smudges on here that makes it go on and off. Okay, now down here, there's a charging spot right there for you, so you can plug that in. You can see that's a standard mini micro USB charger. Okay, and the hard thing about this is it's really hard to display this and show this to you, because it's hard to actually do a video on reviewing augmented reality, because you really can't see the perspective of what someone would see. Now when you first turn this on, there's a little white light here. You see the little white light? That means it's on, okay? And you might almost be able to get kind of a glimpse of light shining through the prism, which is this part right here, okay? So basically, this takes information that you have, things like map directions, Google Maps, Gmail, music videos, recording videos, taking snapshots, that kind of thing, and it beams it through this little prism here that kind of shoots it on your eyeball, okay? Which I know sounds kind of weird, but when you're wearing this, it feels very natural, and it's really cool, actually. I love having that extra data. I'm a guy who's been using 2 to 3 computer monitors at times since like 2000 or something, so for me, having multiple screens at one time feels very natural to me, and the fact that I can have data kind of shifted to my eye feels super duper natural, you know? The look of itself, I think, looks really high-techy, and especially when you put the lenses in here, it's cool. But a lot of people honestly wear it just like this without any kind of lenses in it. I've heard you can get prescription lenses to go in here too, but I'm not sure the details of that. I may look into that for myself, because I do wear prescription glasses sometimes, although normally I wear contacts for the most part, or sometimes nothing, you know? But very, very cool. There is a camera right there, and there are some other features of this too, like you can set it up to do all sorts of things. Like when you first put it on, it can detect who it is. Like once you have your account set up and everything, when I put this on, it knows it's me, which is very interesting. There's no fingerprint needed or anything like that. Somehow, just from sliding this on my head, it knows it's me, which that is still a little bit of a mystery to me, how it actually does that. Now, as far as recording video, you can set up to record video. You can record short clips. You can keep it like constantly recording and setting it to the Google Cloud, that kind of thing, which is pretty cool. I mean, I wish I had this for BlizzCon last year, because I would love to have recorded Muse, a whole show, and just send it to the cloud. That would be completely amazing, and the fact I could do it hands-free would be really, really neat, you know? I will say that, you know, this is kind of a techie device that, unless you're like working in Silicon Valley or something, it might feel a little awkward wearing this in public, you know? For me, I'm kind of super geeky, techie, so I don't mind, tell you the truth. Not that I'll be wearing this at the supermarket or anything, but in things like cons and things, I might actually wear this like full time just to record like a point of view, you know, as you're going through the crowd. And I kind of would love to use this for recording car videos too. I don't know how functional that will be, but I'm going to try and experiment with it a little bit. It was given to me as a gift as something that I've wanted for a long time, and we talked about, like, wouldn't it be cool getting like a speeding ticket and wearing Google Glass while you're getting the ticket? Like, there's all sorts of things you can record kind of incognito, and unless the officer or person knows it's like, oh, you're wearing Google Glass, you know, you could just say it's not recording, but it would be recording. You know, it can record everything. Now, with that being said, I have had one accident so far where when, and I don't know if this is more my phone or more Google Glass or my inexperience of using this device, but I did actually send out a photo of myself wearing Google Glass to a chat form I do for Pokemon Go, and I sent it out like a couple times, like a dozen times, okay? So that was a little embarrassing, but it was like I wasn't even using my phone, so I think it was more of a butt dial kind of situation, because I was not actually talking in chat. I was not using Google Glass. Google Glass was at home. I was away from home, so I don't know how it happened. I think it was more a phone error than a Google Glass error, but you have to be careful, I guess is my point, because you don't want to be sending like random weird photos to, you know, I don't know, places where you don't want random weird photos being sent to. You know, keep it on the up and up, I guess is the point of the whole thing. This whole device does have a good amount of weight to it. It feels very good quality. This is a nice kind of, I don't know if it's titanium. It feels very strong, but very lightweight. And this whole thing doesn't really weigh a ton, but it does feel quality. It feels like it's made well. And this part here just bends, so you can actually change the direction of that too, which is very, very cool. Okay, to recap, this video has been for a Google Glass, a Christmas item I received and something I've been wanting for a very long time. So I appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys have any questions about Google Glass, please let me know in the comments below or shoot questions at tuxtoys@gmail.com. And I plan on making a few different videos featuring Google Glass based upon interest and my experiences using it. So all in all, I gotta say, so far I'm very impressed with the quality of the device. And if anything, I think my only complaint might just be the battery life. Seems like it's probably under 6 hours, probably more in the 3-hour range, depending upon what you're doing. Okay, so you might want to have a power brick with you to charge it on the go if you're gonna be gone to like a con all day, like let's say BlizzCon or something. But I'm still learning it, so maybe I'm just using a lot of power and have not been saving it in the most efficient means possible. As far as this goes, so originally it was sent out to be kind of a consumer grade device, and since then this has really kind of been leaned more to industry. Companies like Samsung and tech companies use it as a productivity tool to increase, effectiveness of their workers, that kind of thing, and spread data, that kind of thing. So it's really cool. I love it. As kind of a guy who's into tech stuff, and I'm sure that I will find some interesting uses for it, especially recording video live, from my head. Okay, so that's pretty cool in my book. But guys, I want to thank you for watching this. If you want to see that Christmas haul video again, it is over on Tux Toys. If you want to see a picture of this in use, I'll probably have some photos being posted to tuxreviews@instagram.com or tuxtoys@instagram.com. Both those two Instagram accounts are independent Instagram accounts with slice life photos I do not necessarily share between the two accounts. So you might want to sign up to both of them, okay? All right, friends. Thanks for watching this video. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.